Marcel Proust, a French writer, in the age of 13, filled in this so-called confession album, the album of thoughts and emotions, when he visited his friend Antoinette, the daughter of French President Felix IV. It was in 1890s. It was a popular game of Victorian times, a parlor game. And another time he filled in the same questionnaire was when he was 20. And then those two papers were found, and they were considered to be very interesting to see how the current state of a person could be observed through questions. Now, Proust questionnaire is a little bit extended. Instead of 24 questions, we have 35. However, it is still used by famous magazines like Vanity Fair to ask celebrities and famous people. And today I will ask my questions to Virginie. So Virginie, are you ready for Proust questionnaire?
I am, Angela.
Okay, 35 questions. They are brief, so you could answer either one word or a sentence, or you could go whatever you want. Just
Cool.
feel comfortable and feel free. Okay, so first question. What is your idea of perfect happiness?
To be able to do whatever you want, whenever you want, wherever you want, with whoever you want.
Ah, this is really great. What is your greatest fear?
That one day I'm going to wake up, I'm going to be 80, and I'm going to think, what did I do with my life?
What is your trait you most deplore in your...
Maybe I would say sometimes I'm impatient because I want to get things done, and sometimes I just have to wait. So that would probably be the one.
What is that trait that you most deplore in others?
I would say hypocrisy. Yeah, that they tell you one thing and then they do something else. Yeah.
What living person do you mostly like?
What living person do I mostly like?
Admire.
Or admire? So I'm just going to choose one and I'm going to explain why. So there are several people I admire, but one person I admire is Jeff Bezos. And the reason is, obviously he's not the easiest leader. He's very focused, and we know sometimes the way he communicates with his people or around himself is not the best. But what I do admire about him is his vision. When he started Amazon in the 90s, he had this vision about his company, and to this day, this vision is still applicable, so more than 25 years after that. And for that, I really admire, because you don't have so many leaders nowadays who have a vision, who stick to it, who are consistent, who are persistent, even though a lot of people said at the beginning, no, Amazon is going to be a failure, etc. And he still hang on to it, and nowadays we know that Amazon is very successful. So for that, I do admire his vision. Yes.
What is your greatest extravagance?
So I'm not a big spender. However, I would say my holiday. What we said is, I've always worked hard all my life, but when I need a break, I don't want to think about anything. So I don't want to think about what am I going to cook, what am I going to eat, to do the shopping. So when I go on holiday, it's kind of all-inclusive, where I can do sports, etc. And usually we go with Club Med because we can do sports, there's food, etc. So that would be my biggest extravagance. Once in a while, just switching off my brain and just enjoying life and not thinking about anything. Yes.
They say that leaders and rich people, they don't value money, but they value time.
Exactly.
So that's your time,
Exactly.
your value, and that's how you boost your energy for the future.
Absolutely. Yes.
Interesting. What is your current state of mind?
Positive still, focused, and hopeful that better days are coming after this period. Yes.
What do you consider the most overrated virtue?
Justice.
Why?
And I speak from personal experience. These last 2 years, we were suing our heating company because they've made some big professional mistakes. And we decided to defend ourselves in court. And as you know, in Luxembourg, in court, you need to speak either French, German, or Luxembourgish. And so my husband did all the research and I was playing the lawyer in court in French. And we did win in the end the case, but the way we won, or the way the adverse party was trying to put us down and playing all these tricks, it opened my eyes. So that's where I thought, okay, I'm not sure justice is just. So, yeah.
On what occasion do you lie?
I usually don't lie because, as I said before, you need to be authentic. The only thing I would lie is maybe with my little nephew to tell him like Father Christmas is coming or that the little fairy came when he lost his tooth. That would be some occasion I would lie. Or if I was making a surprise to someone that he didn't want to say something, so instead of saying, yeah, we're going to do this, then maybe say, no, can you come with me because I need to show you something. So that would be exception. But otherwise, no, I wouldn't lie.
Okay. What do you most dislike about your appearance?
At the moment, my hair. I wish they were longer.
Which living person do you most despise?
So at the moment, I'm not going to give the name, but at the moment there is one person that has been portrayed as a good person throughout the media, etc. And by me trying to do some research or learning more about this person, I was very, very disappointed. And this person definitely is portraying one thing and doing something else in the background. So that would be the person I would be thinking of. But I'm not going to say the name because I've said it to a few people and I'm almost called crazy because, again, in the media, this person is portrayed as a great person and actually things are not as good as they seem to be. So,
okay. Yeah. What is the quality you most like in a man?
Intelligence.
Intelligence. And what is the quality you most like in a woman?
Intelligence.
Good. Which words or phrases do you most overuse?
I don't know. In French, I probably say very often. In English, I don't really know, but the first one would be, that's a great one.
That's a great one.
Yes.
Okay, very positive, by the way. What or who is the greatest love of your life?
So this one I'm going to...
What or who?
So I'm going to reply with the what of the biggest love of my life, because that's probably the one I've had for the longest period of time, and that's going to be chocolate.
What kind of chocolate do you like? Black or white? It's not in the Proust questionnaire, just of my curiosity.
The dark chocolate. Yes.
Okay. When and where were you happiest?
Yes, so from a duration point of view, I would say when I was in Italy.
Okay.
Because it was a dream of mine to go and live in Italy, which I've made come true. And I remember when I was there, I was enjoying every minute there, driving, talking to people, eating the food, listening to the music, etc. So I would say overall that was probably the time where I was the happiest.
Did you go there for studies or?
No, to work.
To work.
Yes.
Which talent would you most like to have?
To be able to be at different places at the same time.
Teleportation.
Yes, or cloning or whatever, but yes.
Oh, because you have so many talents, you know. Given just 5 languages on a professional level, oh my God. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
It's probably in the past to have asked for a mentor earlier when I started my career. At that time, there was no internet and I didn't have anyone in my family who could kind of mentor me. And in my colleagues, I had managers, but nobody really I was looking up to. And looking back now, I wish I had had that that click that would have said, okay, Virginie, you need to have kind of a mentor to guide you, to challenge you, etc. So that's probably one thing I would change. Yeah.
That's a famous phrase. We teach others what we needed the most in our life. Now you are a great mentor for others, so
Yes.
that's what you needed in your life.
Yes. Yes.
What do you consider your greatest achievement?
There are many, I would say.
Okay, give many.
So personally, as you know about my book, I had a very serious car accident many years ago, and doctors thought I would be paralyzed. Then after they told me I would limp, I would not be able to wear high heels. Now I'm dancing salsa in high heels. So my greatest achievement personally is probably to be able to walk again and do the normal things that I was doing before. So that would be one. And otherwise, professionally, is to have arrived where I am now. I think I'm proud of where all my career is not over yet, but already when I look back, and as I say, without a mentor, I'm proud of what I've achieved because I've done it on my own most of the time. The only mentors that I had were when I was at Amazon. So I'm proud of what I've achieved so far. Yes, so my career.
Okay. If you were to die and come back as a person or a thing, what would it be?
I would say I would come back as someone who knows better.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Where would you most like to live? You're a traveler. You've been to all the continents.
So my dream actually is to live on a cruise ship so that every day I could wake up at a different place and still be able to sleep in the same bed. Yes.
Oh, wow, never heard about this, such a dream. Wow, that's a great dream.
There is actually a cruise ship, not a cruise ship in the sense of people go off and on. There are people who are living on like a big boat like that, but they have their own apartments and they travel all year long. So that would be my dream, yes.
What is your most treasured possession?
I don't think I have. I'm not so materialistic. I would say my pictures I really enjoy. My health, that would be also my number one. So that probably that would be my most precious possession is my health.
What do you regard as the lowest depths of misery?
To me, that would be people who don't know how lucky they are with all they have, while you have some people in poorer countries who have nothing else still happy. And I think the people who keep to want to have a bigger car, bigger house, a newer phone or whatever, to me that's in a way sad because they are not grateful and do not appreciate all the things they have. While in life you basically need your health, your family and friends, and be able to eat and drink, and already having that is a lot. So I would say that's it, yeah.
What is your favorite occupation?
Dancing, salsa.
Dancing. Yes, I was expecting this answer. I know how good you are in dancing. You know, you're a born dancer, and I wish you would teach me one day how
we
to
can
dance.
do that
Next time, yes. What is your most marked characteristic? People would say about you?
That I'm passionate. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What do you most value in your friends?
What do you most value in my friend? I would say their loyalty. Because I've traveled so much, I have lots of friends, and also you have some, and you probably have the same, Angela. I don't have many friends from childhood because, again, I've been all over the world, but I do have many friends. So what really I appreciate is that my real friend, it doesn't matter where I live in the world, they're always there. And that is what I appreciate. Yeah.
Yes. Who are your favorite writers?
So there I'm going to confess something. I read lots of books, but I'm very bad with the names of the authors. However, there is one author, a fiction author that I really like, and it's Dan Brown, because he is the author of the Da Vinci Code. he manages to capture your attention from the first pages, and I'm just like, how does he do that every single time? So yes.
I know that my daughter prefers to read first and then watch a movie. And do you prefer read first and then watch, or watch and then read?
I usually read, and I do not often watch the movie after, because I'm often told movies are not the same as the book. So the Da Vinci Code, I watched the movie and I was disappointed. So usually I would rather not watch the movie, or if I see the movie and I'm told after it was a book, then I'm not going to read the book because I've seen the movie. Yes.
I think it speaks much about your brain creativity.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Who is your hero of fiction?
So that's a great one, because I don't have so many, but one probably that I keep in mind since I'm a little girl, and I'm still using now with the power poses, is Wonder Woman. When I was a little girl and she was showing on TV, I liked the confidence she had, and the nice hair, and the beautiful eyes she had. So I would say Wonder Woman.
Okay. Which historical figure do you most identify with?
No, I have to think about that one, Angela.
Okay,
no,
all right,
no.
no problem. Who are your heroes in real life? Do you have any?
Yes.
Okay.
My little nephew, my 6-year-old little nephew, because he was born with very serious health issues, like having a 4 bypass heart surgery when he was only a few months old. And he's now 6, and he's full of energy, always smiling, always laughing. And when I see him, and I think, yeah, some people are getting upset because they, as I say, they don't have a nice car, or they have a headache, and I'm thinking of this little man. 2 years ago, again, he went into a coma, and we almost lost him. And so to me, he's my hero, definitely. Yes.
What are your favorite names?
My favorite names? Not first name, but name in general.
Just names in general.
Something Italian.
Okay.
I love the sound of the Italian language.
Like music.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
they say that the Italian language is very musical.
Yes.
Same about Ukrainian, by the way.
Okay.
They say that it's very musical.
I don't know Ukrainian enough to know, but in Italian I know even when people swear it sounds nice. So yes.
Okay. What is that that you dislike the most? Is there anything you dislike?
Waste. And waste in any shape or form. People who leave food in their plate, they take a big plate, and you see that in certain cultures, and they eat one bite or half of it, and they leave the rest on the table, and I'm thinking that's a waste. Waste of time as well, people who are not using their time efficiently. Waste of skills, when I see companies putting people in certain roles, and then the people could thrive in another situation, and the manager doesn't see that he or she could use that person differently. So any types of waste. Yeah.
What is your greatest regret?
I don't have many, but one I would say is when I was younger, I studied Latin at school, or I was forced to study Latin.
In addition to your 5?
Yeah, well, at that time I was not speaking 5, I was only having English and German. And in my school, the people who were good, they were given Latin in addition. So I did Latin for 2 years, and after I wanted to stop to learn Spanish, and I was not allowed because I was too good in Latin. And I tried to say, no, I want to learn Spanish. And again, my teachers didn't let me, no, you're too good with Latin. So I continued in total for 5 years to have Latin. And even though I'm grateful that maybe my brain is now working a certain way because of the Latin, I still feel I had been able to do more with my Spanish rather than my Latin. So that's probably one of my biggest regrets. Yes.
How would you like to die?
Traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your motto? This is the last question.
Don't dream your life, but live your dream.
Wow. Thank you so much. You've been so generous. I would say that there are a few people I've met who are as generous as you are. You are sharing information, you are sharing your emotions with people, you are giving advice, and you are not afraid of giving advice, which is absolutely brave and heroic, I would say. So thank you very much for being with us today, answering Proust questionnaire, and I hope you enjoyed it.
I did. Thank you so much for having me, Angela. It was great. I never heard about that questionnaire before, so I learned again something as well. So thank you.
Thank you, Virginie.